Hello techies! Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
In the future, also if they are deprecating some data type or if they are adding some new. That is also coming in the new releases. Okay, so let's go and discuss each data type in detail. Okay. So you will also have a clarity when we are going and creating some MDF objects and the MDF fields, what data type we need to take for that particular field. Okay. So when you go into the data type, these all other data types, so most commonly used data types, is something like this. This is like a string. Okay, what is a string in the data type? It is used generally to be to. It is generally for the used for text inputs. Okay. If you want to have some text input in that particular field, then you go with the string and it will only take maximum 4,000 characters. Not 100. Not more than that if you are going with string as a data type. Okay. That is about the string. Okay. But if you want to go more than 4,000 character, then we have a same string, like another data type that is called a CLOB. So CLOB we also use as a text input field. But if, in this case, it will take more than 4,000 characters. Okay. Is it clear? The difference between the string and the CLOB. Any questions here? Yeah, it's clear. Okay. Okay. Still any query in your mind? No. I mean these are the same data types we usually use in SAP. Okay. Fine. So same thing. We can go with this, we can go with another. One is the numbers. So when you go with the number also. So number also. It stores the integers. This starts with the, allows for the 0 to 9. So that is the thing we can go, with the data type as a number. And we also connecting to the number. We also have auto number. Auto number is something which already is. A number list will be stored in system. And if, and. From that list, the value of the number will be picked for that particular field. If we are selected the data type as an auto number. So this is generated automatically by the system. And it will be always this, when you're selecting auto number, then that particular field value will be always in a readable mode. It will not be an editable mode. Okay. That is about number and auto number. Then we have decimal also. Where is it also stores the decimal number? This is the decimal. Okay. And here also. It always stores that decimal number. Which will be used with the comma. Decimal point as a decimal separate. Okay. Then we have another called. We have this Boolean. Boolean always specifies to allow two values. That is yes or no. If that is the thing, we will go with the Boolean. Okay. Then we have date. That is another data type. Date is used to store date as a date picker. So when you go and see the start date and end date. Here. You can see here when you go to the collections. And when you go and see here the date. When you click on here, this is the date picker as a calendar, because the behavior of the field, the data type which is being chosen as a date. Okay. So that is the purpose of date here. Okay. Then we have another data type that is known as a pick list. Okay. Pick list are nothing but the drop-down values. It is so, when you have some drop-down values, it is already predefined. So those predefined values are stored under a feature called pick list in the SuccessFactor. Okay, so when you are creating a field and that field you want to map with a particular predefined value. So those predefined value has to be defined. It in the pick list. And we need to map that pick list with that particular field. Either it is a standard one or it is a custom one. Okay, so that is the purpose of pick list. Okay. So when you go here you can see, here there will be some standard drop-down values. Which you can able to see. Head of the unit. Okay. Here it is not map. You can see here for the previous batches we have created here. So you can see here we have created some pick list. And we can see how it is being connected here. Okay, so that is the purpose of pick list here. Okay. Then we have another use of trans table. I am only seeing the data type which is frequently used. Which will help us to understand why it is used and when in the future, also when you need to use it. What are the data types which we need to pick up? Okay. So trans table, it is generally used to enter the data, so trans table is used to enter the localized string. Generally used to enter the localized string for different locals. Okay. To summarize it in a more easy way. So now you can see the name of the business unit which we are specifying it in the English text. Same thing. If you want to translate it to another language, we have this option. Which will be coming. Okay, why it is coming? Because when you go and see here for the business area name and the description where it is defined. So when you go here in the business area name and the description, the data type is taken as a trans table. That is the reason, when you go here, you have an option of giving the other translation also. Okay. That is the purpose of this one trans table which we were seeing here. Okay. That is the purpose of trans table. Then further, if you go ahead and see. We have the generic object. So generic object is nothing but the MDF object. Okay, I just want to also add, we started with this MDF object. Right. That is the configure object definition. So MDF object is also known as geo, that is generic object. Okay, so when an object is being created, this field, the field value. So it will specify that if you want to call that particular MDF object or the generic object in that particular vertical field. Then you select the data type as a generic object. So you go and see here. In this case, this is a legal entity which we have created a custom field. OK. And we have selected that field as a generic object. So that is the reason those generic object values will be populated here. So when I go here, if I want to show here. If I scroll down. OK. So,
please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.